Yeah, hey.
Welcome to Goldman Sachs.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming in for this interview.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to
Yeah.
be here and just to experience this and share myself. Yeah.
So, you've done very well so far. I'm really impressed. I've got your papers here, and it looks like your case interview went really well.
Thank you.
And your behavioral interview, 2 thumbs up.
Thank you.
Looks like your first interview also went very well. Your polygraph also very well. There is one thing that on your resume I had a question about. It's called the Trinity Forum Academy. So tell me about that. It looks like it's a graduate program, perhaps a master's. Is that?
Yeah, it's more of it's more of an experience.
So this Trinity Forum Academy idea.
Oh yeah.
It's 9 months. I mean, for a graduate program, that's really fast. What kind of credit hours were you looking at for? Say,
Credit
this
hours. We had a lot of topics. Credit out.
Hi, welcome to Goldman
Hey,
Sachs.
good to see you.
I'm so glad you could come in for this interview.
Thanks for having me.
Really
I'm
welcome.
excited.
Yeah, me too. So I have a question about something on your resume. It looks like you had a graduate school here that I've never heard of. Do you think perhaps you could send us the transcripts?
Oh
Patrick, welcome.
Hey.
Welcome to Planned Parenthood.
Goldman Sachs,
Yeah,
right?
thank you. Looks like you've done really well so far. I have one question. It looks like you have some sort of graduate program on here that mentions a thesis. Do you think you could send us a copy of it? Patrick, welcome to Goldman Sachs.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to hearing more about
Thank
your
you.
experiences. So it says here on your resume, let me see if I get this right, quote, chosen as one of 12 emerging leaders. Congratulations. Does this mean that you're not currently a leader?
No, I'm a leader. I lead. I'm a leader. This is just saying that it'll be, like later I'll be more of said leader. So I'm like emerging. Yeah, emerging as one of those.
Hey, so as an emerging leader, can you explain what that means?
Yeah, it's kind of like the well-known philosophy around the world of like already but not yet.
Isn't that a contradiction?
That's my worldview.
Goldman Sachs, thank you for coming in for an interview. So it looks like you have an experience on here that had you chosen as a emerging leader. How were you chosen for that? Was that a rigorous application process?
Yeah. So it starts with essays, and you have to, have a writing sample. You've got recommendations that you've got to send in.
Great experience.
And then it goes into a more formal interview process.
Oh, so did that kind of interview prepare you for, say, the job market, interviews like this one?
They asked me, "How is your heart?"
How Could you tell me about a typical day at this academy program that you were a part of, fellowship experience?
Yeah. So I love it. The start of it, the start of the day is the most exciting part. You get together in like this kind of chapel-ish place, and you sing, and sometimes you dance, and then you kind of repeat things the same day, and then you do the same at the end of the day. Twice.
Did you also drink the Kool-Aid? So, a typical day included obviously classes and.
Yeah, let me tell you.
Oh,
About
sure.
it.
Yeah.
So
that'd be great.
there's twice a day you had the curriculum, which is what you studied. It's kind of what you did, and so you studied the philosophy and theology, and the best part was like the history of ideas that you got to.
What do you history of like ideas? Just all ideas? Any idea that you had?
It's kind of like what you're thinking now, but like what happened before.
Another interview. Welcome to Goldman Sachs. Great. So Goldman Sachs, we're very passionate about diversity.
Yeah.
And I'd love to hear an experience that you've had that speaks to your experience with
so like this
diversity.
Trinity Forum Academy experience was fantastic with diversity.
Oh, perfect. Tell me.
There
Tell me more.
were so the people in particular were really close, and you had like Presbyterians, and you had like a couple Anglicans, and one time there was this Catholic person, and that was kind of new.
Okay, I don't mean religious diversity so much. Maybe more location or.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So people come from all different kind of disciplines. You know, there's people from law and from medicine. Oh, you mean okay? So like location.
Or
So
ethnic?
I think so. Part of my class, there was a guy that was half Indian.
Daughter feather. Okay, so welcome.
Oh, and sometimes our professors, they're white males, but sometimes they sit.
Welcome to Goldman Sachs for your second, third, fourth, fifth interview.
Thank you.
So tell me more about this program that you were in.
Yeah.
Just anything about
So
the program.
there's this like counseling aspect to it that people are there to
your
help.
school.
Yeah, they kind of help you with your personal things.
So it's 9 steps or 12 steps?
No, it's 9 months.
So how long have you been clean?
I mean, I showered this morning.
Welcome, Patrick, to Goldman Sachs. So, what's the name, this program that, can you tell, what, Trinity? What is Trinity? Welcome to Goldman Sachs.
Hi.
So it looks like you went to a school experience. What did it look like, the campus?
Campus. It was more like a renovated farm. I mean, we like studied in a barn and worked in a lodge, and there was this really long pier.
So, welcome to Goldman Sachs.
Thank you.
Thank you
Mm-hmm.
for coming. So, we love for our employees to be very involved in community service.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Any sort of experience that you've had with community service, I would love to hear you talk a little bit about that. And tell me.
Yeah. Well, I would say this academy thing, but it wasn't really your kind of typical outward-facing model. Like an inward, focus on itself kind of model.
So, tell me your definition of leadership.
Servant type. It's like under. You're serving. You're serving. It's a servant kind of service leadership. So there's a hierarchy, and you're on the bottom. You're also on the top. You see how that does that?
So when you say service, what kind of service are we looking at here? Like, what do you mean when you say service? Because leaders.
Yeah, we got really good at washing toilets.
Hi, welcome to Goldman Sachs for your third interview.
Thank you.
I'm glad you're here for
Me
your
too.
third. So it looks like from your resume and your all of these things on here, including this fellowship program, it looks like you have quite a solid direction in your life. You know, looks like, especially from this fellowship program, that you have gotten a clear view of where you're going with your talents. Hi, welcome to Goldman Sachs.
Okay.
I have some questions for you
Okay.
about your resume,
Yeah.
especially this Trinity Forum Academy. How will that experience and anything that it gave you translate to your time here at Goldman Sachs? Any kind of tangible?
Yeah, sure. Let me think for a second.
Translate here to Goldman. On a day-to-day.
Is there any chance that you guys have an industrial dishwasher?
Patrick, right?
Yeah. Good to see
Let's
you.
just jump right in here.
Okay.
Tell me about a difficult situation that you were in. Perhaps one where there was tension?
Tension? Tension?
Yes?
Tension? No, tension. I live in the tension. No, I live in the tension and the mystery.
Hi, thank you so much for coming in for this interview. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, great.
What
We'll
are the
call
next
you.
steps?
We'll
Like,
call
what are
you.
we-
Don't call
Well,
us.
like, what do I do next?
We'll call you.
Do you have
call
your
you.
email or something to
Send
thank
your
you?
transcripts and your thesis. Yeah, absolutely. So it looks like you may have known my previous interview. It looks like you also have this Trinity Forum Academy on your resume.
Yeah,
What is that?
right. So it's this triadic, extrachiastic, fully orbed aesthetic experience, which resists the meaningless abstractions and deadening cliches of the empire of force, engagement in incarnational servant leadership, cultural engagement, and participation in the self-giving dance of love between the three persons of the Trinity. That movement from sustainability to generative.